Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another day. So we're back here at Mission Bay, Belmont Park, picking up a 308 excavator, a little small metal track excavator. The thing's been leaking, so I guess the machines that are leaking, they're trying to get off the job here, or any job we have. I guess the leaks are getting kind of bad, so it's not good for the city. The city don't like that, or the environmentalists, whoever it is that checks it. I'm not too sure by name, but so we're gonna go ahead and load it up. Been here before, not for this machine. I don't know how much of it you can see, but it's all covered up with plastic and stuff, and we got 3 buckets in the wheel with it. So we'll go ahead and get that loaded. That machine's funny. I hate coming to grab it early morning because that thing screams. The tracks just scream on it. So you guys are hearing that right now, and then what we're going to do is go ahead and load it and take it to the new yard, and then we'll start with our yard moves again and whatever else we get in between. It's really not morning. It's already, I guess it's still morning. It's 10 o'clock. Started at 5:30 today, so I've done other moves. I did a roller, then I came back here, loaded some stuff up on someone's truck. They wanted, they've been looking for a skid steer bucket, and I was gonna grab it, and then I said I'll come back and grab it because I knew I had to grab this machine. But then they canceled this machine and said no, it's a hose, so we're just gonna fix it on the site. And then it didn't work out that way. So there was a guy I ran into in La Jolla, and I asked him, I said, hey, where are you going with that? And he told me, well, I'm taking it to the shop. I said, well, do me a favor, 5 more miles down the road, there's just a bucket, skid steer bucket. Can you get it to the shop where it needs to go? Because if not, then I'm gonna grab it, but then I'm gonna take it to the yard, and when it's time for the machine to come out the shop that's there right now that needs that bucket, and I'm not around at the yard, then I'm gonna have to go back to the yard, grab the bucket, and then go to the shop, which is probably like 20-30 minutes from here, so it's not really close. The shop is kind of far, and our main office, when I say far, I mean, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but just for a skid steer bucket, that's a lot. So back to what I was saying, I asked him, I said, hey, I know it's 5 minutes, but 5 minutes driving south and 5 minutes back up north, that could turn into half hour, 40 minutes. But the way I saw it was, I said, let me call your boss. So I called him and told him. I said, it'll save a lot of time, a lot of fuel. If you don't have the time, that's fine. I'll just grab it to the yard. He said, no, go ahead, do it. So I came back, and I was gonna grab this and then load him with the bucket. Loaded him with the bucket. They had told me no about this machine. I left, and now I'm back to pick it up because I guess it's a valve. But things like that help companies and stuff. I know it's not that easy. I hate when people say, oh, can you just grab it? It's on its way south. And well, in the trucking world, or for a truck driver, 5 minutes out the way becomes 15-20 minutes, and that's just how it is. But anyway, we got that bucket to where it needs to go. I loaded him up. So I've been doing things in the morning, and then I figure right now we'll just show some video on this, and then the rest of the day we'll just work yard to yard, the old yard to the new yard. I may hop on the dozer at the new yard, the dozer I took the other day, and go ahead and clean it up because there's a lot of straw wattle, wood stakes, all that in the ground. So I may try to gather all that up in a pile, so when we're ready to go to the landfill, we load it in a truck, or I'll take it myself to the landfill. But check it out. Hope you like. All right, so it's gonna be another minute before we get the other attachments. We got 2 more buckets in the wheel. We'll talk to the loader over there and see how fast we can grab them. We'll leave the machine like that for now, and then as soon as he brings them, we'll kind of load them up like last time, have him put them on the neck. Finish tracking the rest of the way, chain it down, and go. I didn't get to finish recording the loading of the 308 because we're missing an 18-inch bucket. I asked the 2 foremans on the job, no one knows seen where it's at. I asked my boss, maybe someone borrowed it for a different machine or something, and no one knows. So I got it chained down right now, not completely. I'm gonna go look for it maybe in 2 more spots. There's a lot of flooding here, but I'm not finding it. That's just how it goes here. I think we've been here an hour and a half. Loading the machine, putting the 3 attachments we have so far, easy, but when it comes to finding buckets, it's a mess. It's crazy. And then you ask these foremen and it's like no one knows, and oh, I don't know. And like I told my boss, I go, dude, I mean, I'm asking you to see if you know anybody borrowed it, you forgot to tell me, or maybe crack the whip here and say, hey, you guys got to find that bucket, it's somewhere. And he's like, well, maybe it's by one of these he texted me, he said maybe it's by one of these houses. We're already halfway through the strip here of Mission Bay. It ends back at the jetty back there. But I told him, you know how many alleys there are for me to go look for it? Like, this is not one person going through. I don't know, there's got to be at least 50 alleys here. They're pretty long too, to go look for it by a house. But like I told him, I go, it sucks because I gotta look for it, but these guys are the ones that use the machine. So how does that work out, you know? Not making a big deal. It's Friday. We got to move the yard. I don't have too much going on. I got work for Monday already for the low bed. When I say I got work every day. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I got work for the low bed already for Monday. So we'll look a couple more spots. If we can't find it, well, we just got to go without it, and hopefully they find it one day or something. But man, it rained a lot last night. It was flooding. I want to go ahead and videotape like this, so that when my boss asks us again, I can show him the video and say, look, I looked for it. You know, look down every alley with me if you want. Maybe I missed it in a video. No, I'm fucking with you. But yeah, you know, to say, hey, go look for it. Maybe they left it by one of the houses. What the hell? Now imagine me doing this, and it's been done before. Luckily it hasn't gotten to this point though, but doing this at 3, 4 in the morning. And every time I come out 3 or 4 in the morning with the low bed, I always have people talking shit to me, and I hate it. But here it's worse because everything echoes. It's nice and quiet at that time, and then here I come with the machine making all kinds of noise. Anyway, like I said, we got it loaded. Oh, I missed an alley for you guys. And we're gonna go look at the laydown yard one more time. Although 2 people have looked. I looked this morning and nothing. So wish me luck. Alright, so we're getting ready to back in here. Wait for traffic to clear up. It's a really nice day. Really, really nice. Right on the other side over there is the water, the ocean. right, so we're here at the yard looking for it. There's a lot of our attachments and stuff. I know I looked here earlier, unless I was blind, and 2 others were as well. But I mean, for the future, anybody doing this, any operators watching, try to keep the machines together where you got a lot of attachments or 1 or 2 buckets. It's easy for the driver and yourselves. I mean, someone could have stole the bucket and you wouldn't know because no one even knows where the bucket's at. This machine's been on the job a real long time, so ain't no telling how long it's been missing for. I got stuff everywhere. There's buckets everywhere. Maybe I need to start looking under plastics. Breaker for the backhoe, and even if it was on there, it wouldn't fit it because excavator couplers are different than backhoe couplers. Oh, it's not here. Search high and low. Maybe I should check the bay, huh? Go for a swim. Get some scuba gear on. Let's do it. Yeah, so for the future, anybody watching, it's best just to keep your machines together, whether you're working right here in this corner, right there. You got to track down a couple alleys. Take everything with you. There's no sense of leaving attachments behind. That's what I say. I mean, how am I to find it if these guys can't even find it? I don't even know where they last used the machine. They'll use it like right here today, for example, and then they'll track it down to the end at the jetty, and that's pretty far. And then they'll leave a wheel. For a while, this stuff was good with attachments, but like I said, it ain't a big deal right now, but it would be for me if I was out here at freaking 4 in the morning. So that's that. I will just give you a little walk since I'm here. The Belmont Park roller coaster. Mimi time. Oh, there's the Bucky and the little Lanchita. Just plain. Of course, you guys knew that. made it. I figure I'd try backing in. This area is always going to be open. No one parks here. You got a no parking. I wish we could do that right there so I could make the left hand turned out. I figured I'd give it a shot. See what I was up against. This is what they want me to do every day. Machines, no machines. I guess this is going to be a daily thing. Like I said, the end dump is going to be easy getting in here. It's the load bed. Especially if someone does park here at night or something. Like I told the boss, I said, hey, if someone parks here, we're screwed. We're done. I can't get out. I was laughing right now. It's a trip because I always tell myself in my head, every time I pull up to a job, I always got to block driveways or something like that. And it seems like the one driveway I block, or the two, well, obviously I'm blocking a lot of driveways, not just one. But the driveways I'm blocking, it seems that's where the car needs to go in. And I hate it, and I feel it always happens to me. And right now, there's only one house up here. So it's crazy. No one comes. It's all abandoned. You know, there's a house right here, but I just got here. I just pulled in. I figured I'd give it a shot. And you got that truck passing by, and he was waiting, and I had to get off and kind of show him I left some room. We need to get over more. So maybe right now we'll get the dozer. We'll clean this up in case I do keep coming back. I could either get off to this side or this side. But I'm going to go ahead and, that's why I stayed right here. I tried to get it tight. Obviously, I was going to run over that straw water with the stakes in it. Hey, so we're back at the yard. We're all done for today. That's a wrap. It was a good Friday. It turned out to be a good Friday after all. I didn't film what I finished at the yard. I had to clean up that side that I was talking about, and I cleaned it up pretty good. So it gave me a lot more room to pull out, and even the next time I back in, ain't no saying it's always gonna be easy or fast, but turned out to be a decent week. We got more rain expected Monday. I always cover my stacks in the winter, regardless if it's gonna rain or not. I used to cover them with Home Depot buckets, and I got 2 right now, but the last one I had, some moron turned on the truck when I wasn't here, and they never took the buckets off, and they burned the shit out of that bucket, man. They put a big ass hole in it, and I had orange plastic all over the stack on the passenger side. It took me a long time to clean it. I actually just cleaned it up recently. But anyway, that's that. Now I use those little water bottle plastics. They work out really good. It was real windy last night. I said it rained a whole lot, and they stayed on. So I kind of like them. They're light. They're easy to put away. So I use that. And then until they break, I'll start using the Home Depot buckets again. But other than that, let's enjoy the weekend. Have some fun. We already have our work lined up for us on Monday. Rain or shine the rest of the month. We're gonna have, I think, a lot of rain, but rain or shine the rest of the month, we have work. So we got 2 machines to move already off jobs to different jobs. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys liked. Have a great weekend. Let me know what else you guys would like to see, what we could get into, what I could get into, and we'll go from there.